Hello there. This is Grandpa Lloyd. Remember me? A long time ago, I told a story about the Waffle Man. Yeah, that's me. Today, I'm here to tell you about a really good old friend. Do you have an old friend? Yeah. Maybe if you're 10 years old, it still could be an old friend. I mean, right? Could be just a couple years. But I've got one that is really old. That's right. And I'm going to introduce my old friend to you right now. Yeah. Is it possible that a guitar could be a friend? Why not? Of course it could. Why, I bet you have things that you treasure and you want them near you your whole life. And well, I know their family, and I know their grandpas and grandmas and friends. But don't you also have things that you treasure? Maybe something special that you have saved, or something that somebody gave you as a gift, and you're going to save that. That's right. Well, this is my old friend. This is a Washburn guitar. Now, I'm over 80 years old, and this guitar is older than me. So that tells you it's pretty old. Now, there's no name on the inside, except the branding in here says that this came from, let's see here. It says Lionel Healy. Lionel Healy was a store in Chicago, downtown, quite a famous music store. Well, that's where this guitar came from. I always thought this guitar came from Norway, but I guess it was bought here in America. Jenny Reese bought this guitar. Who was Jenny Reese? Well, she's a dear friend of our family. She was like a second mother to me. And Jenny Reese was a musician, and she could play anything. If you could tune a bathtub, she'd play a bathtub. I mean, she played accordions, played guitars, mandolins. She played any instrument you could think of. And she was a band director. Oh, yeah. Very good band director, too. Let me show you a picture here, okay? This, my friend, is the band she directed. That's right. This is the Norwegian String Band. Oh yeah, they were really good. Now over here, that's a cello down there. Yeah, that there is a cello. And I better get a pencil here to show you, point it out. And then right behind the cello player, now that's a violin player. Yeah. And way on the other side is a guy, he's playing a big bass, big tall bass, right? And these are all three of the other string instruments, three different sizes. There's a bass, you go down to a cello, and then you go to a viola, which isn't in here, and then the smallest of them is a violin. Yeah. Okay. But most everybody else, as you can see, they're playing guitars. And they're playing guitars just like mine, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then here you have two mandolin players, right here and there. These gals strummed on a mandolin. Right here was a very interesting instrument. And I'm not sure. I believe that's one that came from Norway. And it was kind of like a harpsichord. And for you musicians, just so you know, you normally tune that in the key of G, and you're able to play most songs in the key of G. But anyways, this is the band that Jenny Reese was the leader of. The only thing that disappoints me is it doesn't have a picture of Jenny in there, and I don't have a picture of Jenny, I'm sorry to say. Now, why all those guitars, why do they all look alike? They are all what was known as parlor guitars. Can you remember that? A parlor guitar. They were all made just like this. They look like it, they sound like it, and everybody had one in their parlors. And we'd sit around and sing at night. My dad played one, and my dad played the mandolin that's up there. And then Jenny Reese taught me how to play the guitar and the mandolin. And so I was able to play music with my family, sitting around in the living room at night, playing the parlor guitar. Oh, I love those times. Now, when we were with the Norwegian band, they did most everything in Norwegian, though. Yeah. They sang songs like Han skal opp the pearly porten, which is, he'll open up the pearly gates. One of my favorites, though, in that band goes, Han lover underlig der mig. Han lover underlig til mig. For Jesu elsker mig så. Han til Golgotha herregud. Han lover underlig til mig. Now the English on that was a simple little song. His love is wonderful to me. Oh, and that, of course, great rhyme. Love is wonderful to me. For Jesus loved me so, he did to Golgotha go. His love is wonderful to me. Now, why don't you sing it with me? Now that you know it. Han lover underlig til mig. Han lover underlig til mig. And you sing that again. Han lover underlig til mig. For Jesu elsker mig så. For Jesu elsker mig så. Han til Golgotha gå. Ja, han lover underlig. Han lover underlig. Han lover underlig til mig. I lover underlig. One of my favorites. Now, you musicians out there, you know, this guitar is not staying in tune. And you understand that. I don't. I'm so old, I don't stay in tune either, so that's all right. All right. But we sang. And whenever we went to the farm, we had farms to go to, because my dad had a farm, you know, and when I was a little boy, he lost it. But every summer, we spent all summer at the farms. Farms in Arpin, Wisconsin, that's in middle Wisconsin. On the bluffs in Ferryville, which was right by La Crosse. And then there was another one in Chicago. No, not Chicago, in the Illinois area around Woodstock. But, oh yeah, we helped bring in hay, we milked cows, we did all. I 13 years old, I loved riding the tractor. That was my favorite thing, yeah. Now, but every evening, because my family was so musical, they sat around and sang and played music. It was wonderful. And I loved it, especially when we went to La Crosse, Wisconsin, because that's where Fay Allen lived. And someday I'll tell you about Fay Allen. He's a Swedish fiddle player. And that's what he gave me, the love for the fiddle, and gave me the love for you know, the old Swedish and Norwegian songs. I didn't have a fiddle. I didn't have a fiddle until I was 80 years old. And then I started playing the fiddle. But you don't want to hear it. It's terrible. Someday I'll tune it up and play it for you. I play a Norwegian song, but oh yeah, I'm terrible at it. But anyways, that's what we did in the evening. Oh boy. That's what we did. That's what we did in the evenings. We sat around and we sang, okay? And old Fay would play the violin. So I decided not too many years ago that I was going to write a song about that. I'm going to write a song about old Fay Allen and my dad. what I came up with. A song of my youth. Take me back to when the fiddle sang a song. Take me back to when that guitar played along. Oh yeah, Dad, play that thing. Take me back to a time long gone. Take me back to an old sweet song. But you know, this is before they had television. Oh, television was wonderful when it came in the home, but it sure ruined us for singing. Nobody wanted to sing anymore. All the old guitars sat in the corner and the mandolins were put away, and oh yeah, we just forgot about singing. How could you sing when you had boxing on Friday night with Joe Louis and George Louis or whatever his name was, and all the others, and then on Saturday night was the favorite. Wrestling from Rainbow Arena. Gorgeous George, Farmer Marlin, preacher somebody, I don't know who he was. He was a preacher. Boy, these guys could jump high and they could fly through the air and they would throw each other out of the ring and then they'd jump out and then they'd hit them. Oh, yeah, it was sure fun. And then on Sunday night, of course, they had, I can't think of the guy's name, but you know who sang it on the TV or had music on the TV on Sunday night, right? Ed Sullivan. And then they brought the Beatles. Oh, they were good musicians. But boy, the old songs were gone when the Beatles came. Yeah. That's why I had to write one. Take me back to a time in my youth when a hard day's work spoke the truth, when we worked in the family hand in hand to toil and tame the land. Take me back to when the fiddle played a song. That was old Fay Allen, yeah. Take me back to when the guitar played along. That was my dad, yeah. Take me back to a time long gone. Take me back to an old sweet song. Take me back to a time in my youth when a hard day's work spoke the truth, when a family worked hand in hand to toil and tame the land. Take me back to when the fiddle sang a song. Yeah, take me back to when that guitar and the mandolin played along. Yeah. Take me back to a time long gone. Take me back to an old sweet song. Remember that? Some of us have a few years behind us. We remember some precious days, don't we? We remember some hardships. We remember some sad times. But we usually forget about those because we remember the joy. The joy of the family working together and doing things together and playing music and having fun. And that's when the church was a community, and we'd go down to church on Sunday morning when the community was together for worship. Oh, I remember those days. We're in tough times right now, folks. Some of you are really hurting. And some of you are worried. And some of you are discouraged. But friend, this too is going to pass. I'm confident of that. We have to have faith. And we have to hang on to our old memories and our old friends. Whether it be a thing or a person. Yeah. Hug them tight. Lord bless you, buddy. Lord bless you, gal. I'll see you further on down the road. This is Grandpa Lloyd saying farewell.